Hi friends, I'm Natalia Drozhin. I am with Mom's Dish. We are making Puff Pastry Pear Tartlets. The best thing about it, it's only 4 ingredients. It is perfect for non-bakers. Let's do this. I want to quickly run through the ingredients here. We have 4 pears. They're actually quite large. I think I would go for a smaller one, but this is what I have on hand. You can also use different pears if you want a very flexible recipe. Then we have 1 egg. We're gonna create a little egg wash situation with the egg. And then I need some sugar. We're gonna sprinkle some sugar, and then puff pastry, I am using store-bought. You can make your own. We actually have a video for this. If you click somewhere on the screen, it'll pop up. Just go there and watch it. It's so easy. We love that recipe. But today, I'm being a little lazy, so store-bought works too. I'm gonna start by pre-slicing the pears for us, and I'll show you 2 different ways that you can actually pre-slice them. I am gonna cut the pear in half, and I'm using a serrated knife. It just feels a little bit easier. Cutting it in half, I'm gonna cut out the center. Probably should get a paring knife for this, but this works. This is fine. I'm gonna stay without cuts. Okay, gonna cut out all of these here. Okay, then we're gonna set this aside. I don't need this. Boom. You can cut the pear this way and just create very, very thin slices, because it will bake evenly. You want them to be similar in size as much as possible. Just keep slicing. My pear is a little bit hard, which is fine because it's gonna be a little bit more sour. Maybe not sour. It will have a little more texture once you bake it. If you get a soft one, it's gonna be super sweet. So either one of those options are great. It doesn't really matter because you are still baking them. Okay, this is a little bit easier with a paring knife because you have a little bit more control with the knife. So I'm gonna just get this out of here. We do not need this. Okay, another way you can do this, I'm gonna cut this off. You just go along the side this way, so you can make long cuts. So this way, when you're placing this pear on your puff pastry, it's gonna keep the whole shape of a pear. It's really beautiful this way as well. Either way works, depends on your mood, whatever you're feeling. Need a bigger knife. I don't like this knife. Don't like that knife. Don't like this knife. Where's my knife? Back in business. We're gonna flour the working surface. We wanna roll out this puff pastry just a tiny bit. To flatten it out, you want the pieces to be about 4 by 4 inches in size. So I'm gonna unroll this. I think you get about 6 pieces from each one, but I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna remind ourselves as we work on this. Hold on. It's a little sticky, but it's fine. We got this. Flour on both sides. Oops. I actually think you get 4 pieces. Let me double check. I think you get 4 pieces from each sheet. I am rolling out the puff pastry just a little bit to flatten it out, make it a little bit perfect. I'm gonna cut this into 4 equal sized pieces. I am getting about 4.5 inches on each side. So it's gonna be about 4.5 inches all around. Let's see. That's close enough, right? Okay, now we're gonna transfer this over to a baking sheet. I have lined mine up with parchment paper because we don't wanna stick this to a baking sheet. So, have that lined up. I am just cutting off a little bit of those uneven sides. It really doesn't matter, but I just want to make them a little bit more perfect. Which, I mean, you're just serving this for family, who cares, right? We're gonna place the pears in the center. So placing another one in here. They do shrink as they bake, so you will have more of a shrunk piece. And like I said earlier, my pears are really large, so I think there might be a little too much of them in here. For a little egg wash situation, I have a little bit of like a drop of water because it just kind of spreads out the egg a little bit better. So we're gonna add that egg in here and we're gonna just whisk it up until you get this even consistency. I think we're good here, and then we're gonna brush the edges all around of the puff pastry, just as much as you can. It's okay that you overlap into a baking sheet because we have that parchment paper here. A little bit on the pear doesn't hurt. Just all around. And now we're gonna sprinkle a generous amount of sugar. This is gonna be your sweetness for the whole thing. Pear does have good amount of sweetness, but I mean, I like the baked sugar on top, so I am just going to town here. You can use really coarse sugar, like raw sugar would work really well here. I'm using just organic sugar and just gonna coat it completely for that sweetness. I'm gonna pop this in the oven at 415 for about 15 minutes. Once you see them getting golden and nice and crispy, that's when you can pull them out. Well, they are nice and golden and crispy. I am pumped to dig in, you guys. Absolutely delicious. Look at this. How beautiful. You have the pear going this way, and then another option like we showed you. Look at this one. This one is cutting up the other way. So, I mean, it's really up to you how you wanna cut it. Easy recipe, love it. I need my cameraman here for a little taste test. You guys, they're so gorgeous, so good looking. We're gonna dive into this, Tim. Let's do it. I'm gonna pick out the crispiest one. I want the burnt one.
I don't know if it's like just a guilty part of me speaking, but I always feel like when I eat this, I eat something healthy. I know it's not true, okay?
What?
But
why do you think it's healthy?
because like that feel that you get with these pears.
Oh my God. So good, so simple.
Definitely a mouthful of pears. And you know what?
You bit in a lot.
I did. Let me finish this. You are right about using slightly harder pears. They are so much nicer, like because you're actually feeling the crunch.
Wow, you were listening this time in the
I
video.
was, yeah.
It's delicious. I love the crispy edges, soft, crunchy pear at the same time. The texture from the sugars, all of it combined together. I mean, crazy easy recipe too.
Yeah, I love it. The perfect amount of sweet and like pears. And I don't want to say healthy, but it feels like that. Look at it.
By the way, if you want an apple version, we have one. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, that way you can click for it. But we also love that one too.
Yeah.
It's a little different. You
Busy.
still have sugar right here.
I'm busy with this. You can talk about your apples all you want.
Okay, you guys, we will see you again next time. I'm gonna go finish this off the camera. Bye.